Hey, Darnell. I know you met these guys a couple times pretty early on in the season. Can you just compare and contrast the way you guys are playing right now compared to where your game was at then and what you think some of the biggest differences are?
Yeah, I think obviously just having settled into our game, being more familiar with the guys around us. Obviously, they're sitting at the top of the table in our division, so it's a big matchup for us. We know what they bring. They're a well-structured team, very hard team to play against. So it's exciting for us to have this opportunity on the end of this road trip.
How much of a test do you guys view this as? They've put together a pretty good season so far, and they did beat you a few times. So do you consider this a measuring stick?
I mean, I think we're just focused on the 2 points. Yeah, they did take 4 points from us in our own building, so it's important for us to finish this road trip off the right way. That's all we're really focused on.
Jim Matheson, Post Media.
Darnell, you are one back of Jeff Petrie for the most goals for a defenseman in the league. More shots this year, or are they just going in for you more? You only had 5 goals all of last season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine just getting myself to better spots, being a little more involved. And just hitting the net a little more probably. So you put all those together, it helps. I feel like there's still room for me to grow, so that's good. I'm not satisfied with it all yet.
I want to ask you about Kia getting traded. What do you think?
It's exciting. I think she gets to go to a team now with some crazy weapons. I mean, we watched Diana Taurasi in our house, growing up because she was, obviously face of women's basketball. So I know Kia having gone to UConn and being able to play with her, she's really excited about it. And we got family in Arizona too, so now I'll have to go down and make the trip, knock off 2 things at once.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
So you had a responsibility, I guess, this year with Oscar out. Someone had to step up and take some minutes. I know everybody's doing it, but they needed a lead dog, and you kind of become that guy. Does it happen at the right time? You're ready for that gig. You're ready to play 25 minutes, and here's the opportunity. Has the timing been good for you, Darnell?
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready for it. I came into the season, that was my job, or my goal to make this job something that I was ready for. And I feel like I am at that point. I guess I'm not satisfied at this point. I think there's still areas I can continue to clean up. And the work just gets harder from here, and that's exciting for me to have this opportunity. But I need to make the most of it.
So fans never really understand exactly what quote-unquote leadership entails, right? You come in here as a young player and you grow into the job, you're wearing an A, you're one of the core guys now. Maybe just let us in a little on the evolution and what it means to be a leader on a team.
Being a leader on a team is it's unique because you're playing on a team with this year 29 different personalities. So it's you get a personal relationship. I find with me, you get a personal relationship with each guy, and every guy is different. And our teammates are great, and you want your teammates to be like family. So that's one of the first things I find. Leaders are able to interact and know the guys around them really well, and that's something that I try to do. And then just work. I mean, you always think you're working hard. Even coming into the league, I mean, I always thought I was one of the hardest workers. And I think over the course of this quarantine in the last summer, I showed myself there's a whole another level of work to get to. So for me, that's also exciting because I know there's a lot still untapped that I can get into, and I think that's leadership is being able to respond and be in situations with guys and knowing that they have your back and you have their back, and putting your head down and just getting to work and making sure you show up every day with that right mindset.
Jason Gregor, TSN 1260.
Darnell, the biggest improvement, it seems, in your game is just, I don't know if calmness is the right word. You're poised with the puck in all 3 zones. You're making plays that we didn't see constantly from you before. How have you been able to slow your game down, if that makes any sense?
It's more just playing and not so much worrying about everything else. I mean, mistakes are going to happen in the game. You can either sit on it and dwell on it, or you just deal with it, move on, and keep playing. And just trusting my game, trusting what I can do out there on the ice. And it's easy to, it's so easy to get in your own head nowadays. I mean, you could listen to all the outside noise and let that affect you, or you can just play and not care and just enjoy the game. That's what I've been doing. All I care about is winning. All I care about is being there for my teammates, and the rest it'll take care of itself.
Is less more with you this year? I mean, Chris Pronger explained for him that he learned, when to use energy and when to go, and sometimes you didn't always have to attack, and you kind of let the game come to you. Do you feel you've done that more this year?
Yeah, I've definitely done that more this year. When you're playing higher minutes and almost in all situations, you can't be chasing the game all game, because that's how you run out of gas. And I think you want to be able to be impactful there in the third period and late in games. And if you're wasting that on pointless rushes or jumping into pointless plays, that you're expending energy at no real benefit. Those are the type of plays you got to take out of your game. And I feel like I'm starting to learn that. Like I said, there's a lot for me still to learn and grow, but I feel like that's a part of my game that has come along a little bit.